Taylor, I've heard you, we've heard you, we're very concerned. Now, I need to know your personal experience. How did you survive this? What was it like living in this house, living in those conditions that we've seen?
Living in it was honestly one of the hardest things I know I'll ever go through. It's been hard hiding it from so many different people, and no one in my life besides my family really knows about this. So it's been a struggle. It's been like strangling me for years. And then finally getting out, it's been like a breath of fresh air. But at the same time, the fact that my siblings are still there, it's still in the process of strangling me.
Okay, and how did you get out?
Thankfully, my grandma took me in. It was a whole process. My mom actually kicked me out. So I was lucky enough for that to actually happen and move in with my grandma.
And you say that she kicked you out. She says that's not true, that you left. And it was over an Instagram post that she said was just so offensive to her sensibilities that she just couldn't abide it anymore. And let's take a look at this Instagram post. You're writing to your boyfriend.
Yes.
You posted, "I'm so damn lucky to have you in my life, and I honestly don't know what I'd do without you. You're my best friend and the love of my life. I can't wait to adult with you soon. I love you so much, hashtag MCE, hashtag I love you." And so that's what you had posted.
Yes.
And she was horribly offended by this?
She was overly offended by it. The moment I posted it, she actually called me and she was screaming at me, yelling at me, going crazy about it, saying that I was not allowed in her home anymore, I was not welcome, and that I needed to find somewhere else to stay.
Okay, and so you ultimately agreed to change the post, and I've highlighted the words changed. You changed adult with you to I can't wait to do things like pay bills, buy dorky shower curtains.
Yes.
With you soon. So that was what you changed it to.
Because that's what I meant by it. She took it as something sexual, and that's not what it was at all.
She's okay for you to live in squalor with bacteria and bugs and fleas and feces and no food and this, but she's not okay for you to say, I'm in love with my boyfriend.
She's not okay with me being happy, is what I personally believe is what it is.
You were homeless 3 times.
Yes.
And you lived in a shelter?
Yes.
During those times? And that was difficult for you, right?
That was very difficult. One time it was a homeless shelter, and then 2 times it was one with my grandma, and then one with one of her high school friends. Mm-hmm. The homeless shelter was really difficult because I just got into 8th grade. I started at a new school, and being homeless and starting at a new school in 8th grade was really difficult.
And you moved 14 times in 14 years, right?
I have moved at least 20 times in total, including the homeless shelters.
Okay, and 20 times homeless. In total?
Yes.
You've had to have conversations with her about this, where you said, what's the deal here? How are we living like this? What does she say?
Every time I try to talk to her about it, still to this day, she gets very aggressive, she gets defensive, and she doesn't believe that she's done anything wrong. She blames me and the kids for being homeless. She blames us for it being dirty and it being a mess. And she always goes, well, I'm the parent, you should be cleaning. But she's never had a job. She hasn't had a job for almost 10 years now.